Today we'll be discussing how to graph exponential functions and understanding these types of graphs. Let's look at parent functions. The parent function of an exponential function is f of x equals b to the power of x, where b has to be greater than 0 and b cannot equal 1. Now, the important part is that there's many types of parent functions, not just one parent function. For instance, a possible parent function of an exponential function could be f of x equals 3 to the power of x, or f of x equals 2 to the power of x, and there are the corresponding graphs. Let's say we have to graph f of x equals 2 to the power of x. Let's first create a table of values. So we can plug in -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, and we get the y values of 1/4, 1/2, 1, 2, 4 in that order. And let's plot this on a graph. And as you can see, it goes up in a curve, and when we connect all those dots together in a curve, it forms an exponential function. Now let's say we had to graph f of x equals 1/2 to the power of x. Well, we know by one of the exponential function rules is that this is the same thing as 2 to the power of -1 times x, because 2 to the power of -1 means 1 over 2 to the power of 1, which in turn means 1/2. So therefore they equal each other. And then another exponential function rule states that due to the product rule, so you can do -1 times x, and that gets you 2 to the power of -x. Now we can also create a corresponding table of values. You can either plug in just values of x and see what y values come out, or another way of doing it is comparing it to your parent function. So our parent function in this case is 2 to the power of x. In order to obtain the same y values, whatever 2 is being powered up also has to be the same. So in this case, we can see that in 2 to the power of x, let's say for instance taking the first row, 2 to the power of -2 is 1/4. So we need to make sure that our new argument, which is -x in this case, will be equal to -2, because that was our initial x value in our parent function. So we could do -x equals -2, divide -1 by both sides, and we can get 2, 1/4, which is indeed a point on our new f of x function, which is 2 to the power of x. If you're still confused, don't worry, I made a much more in-depth video linked in the comment description box below. Thank you.